So that's what happens when you do that. Hey guys, Adam Hart here. So I'm going to show you guys the lost levels that never made it into the final game. So you go to Making of, and then you get lost levels. There's Jackson Party, Seattle Sewers, and The Hunt. So we're going to be doing all of those in this video. There's also, in the remastered version of the game, which is this, the No Return DLC, you can do guitar free play. So you don't have to do the whole story to get to it. And then we're also going to be doing some of the No Return, where you can do a bunch of runs, and I'm going to try to unlock new characters to show you guys. And there's also even a daily challenge right here, daily run, so that changes each day. And then there's leaderboards that you can check out at the end of that. So, here we go. So Jackson Party is Ellie nervously attends a party in Jackson. A close-up of Ellie's fist. What the fudge is wrong with me? So this is the roughest of all the levels, apparently. And you get an insight of what Jackson's really like. There's a bunch of mini games. It slows things down a lot. You get to interact with people. It's very chill, very calm.
Originally, this level was going to transition us to farm. We would go all the way through to the dance, where Ellie and Dina share their first kiss. Then we would play through farm, and when Ellie plays the guitar at night, she would remember the Seth incident. So, the opening for this was a little tricky. We needed it to match at least a little what you might expect emotionally coming from prior beats, because we were already purposefully disorienting you in time and space. Remember, you just came from this huge fight. To jump straight into it would have been a little too jarring. After some back and forth, we rooted it in Ellie's nerves, calling back to her hands shaking in the theater. But this time, for a much more innocuous reason we'll find out later. She's nervous because she has a crush on Dina, who is the only reason why she's here at the dance. Something we really wanted to do was highlight the way their lives had turned upside down since she went down this path. We had this idea of recontextualizing all of our usual gameplay mechanics that were designed for really violent ends. The workbench, door bashes, throwable weapons, and even the infected, which is my personal favorite. Peppered throughout the level are moments of levity or shared history, all the while seeing how happy and mundane they all were before her huge revenge odyssey.
Okay, we're entering. Are people going to be, like, on sticks floating in the air here? Everyone's on the ground, which is good. Poor pig. So we can't really interact with them. Can we drink, though? You can select a drink. Tequila. We're gonna get messed up. I think you missed your mouth, Ellie. That was actually pretty good.
We use our workbench a lot to make a lot of things that kill and maim and hurt people. Here, we had the silly idea of using the same feel, harkening back to the same animations, using the exact same UI,
but for drinks.
to instead fix a drink.
That's kind of cool,
Like
though.
the workbench, you could pick your base, and then you could add something to it. And at the time, we had some different reactions from Ellie based on how strong you chose to make the drink.
I wish they would have done
Something
that.
we wanted to prototype, though, before it got cut, was picking up some ingredients around to add, like a lime or maybe a bottle of someone's favorite whiskey or salt, like you were earning upgrades. We also toyed with having Ellie carry around the drink you made and occasionally sip it, psyching herself up to go talk to Dina inside because she's nervous. It got too noodly, though, because she would need to keep placing it somewhere before she did anything, so it would have ended up more trouble than it was worth.
Yeah, I can see why they cut that, though. I wish they would have done more stuff with the bench with, like, non-lethal things. This is cool seeing the behind-the-scenes of all this. Are you gonna feed me? Oh, I thought that was a can of beans. She was gonna feed me or something. Goes because Dina with a snowman on her cheek. Yeah, making games is hard, man. So you don't usually see the behind-the-scenes stuff. Let's go see what they say about the face paint in here.
The makeup artist is pretty simple. It's one of those little in-game scenes we peppered in to make it feel like Ellie had roots in the town. Hallie, our writer, mentioned that in her mind, an ex-girlfriend of Ellie's tattooed her arm to cover up her scar. So we figured this might be the only time you get to see that. We wanted to hint at it and allude to it and make it feel like there had been so much more that had been happening and so much more that Ellie threw away.
Okay. Ah, I want to hit him. What am I doing hitting the middle row? God dang it. Okay, right there. Hey, this is rigged! I think all Carnival games are really rigged
It
up.
is not a festival without one of these throwing games. This one, of course, uses our throwable system where you're often chucking explosive things or stunning things, but for a more wholesome purpose.
You
Although
mean
some people
rigged
take this
Carnival
game really
games?
seriously. A fun aspect of this is if you did well, you could win a toy here. Ellie would place it in her pocket. If you had done this, you'd find the toy with JJ, the baby, later back at the farm. When we cut this, the toy made it through anyway because it was so cute. It is the same one you see on the tractor at the farm. Ollie the elephant.
And these kids, man, this was the bit that I couldn't really laugh at because it was kind of disturbing seeing little kids act like clickers. Like, bro, if they knew what those clickers were like, this man would not be doing that, I swear. Okay, so then she gets swept through the sewer system. What the heck? Oh, this is cool. So, Fortnite, get out of here, man. Fortnite almost got me killed. I had to mash square there. Almost didn't notice it. So this is when the cutscene changes. So it cuts here. And you don't get to keep playing. So now we get to continue, which is really cool. I don't know if that was part of the game right there. I don't even remember that bit. I think it cut, like right there. I think it cut. Alright, so this is on you. So, they said that part of it will feel finished, part of it won't feel finished. It feels pretty finished so far. This is cool, bro. So you gotta find out how to fight against the current. Ow. Is there... Okay, there's this here. Nice. Cool. What does my inventory look like?
Fuck Seattle.
Let's get the shoddy out.
Where the hell am I?
Okay, let's hear what they say.
This level, internally known as Fine Nora, was quite long in duration as we had to make Ellie traverse a far distance to the opposite side of downtown Seattle. The sewer section was originally longer than what we released the game with, approximately 10 minutes more.
10 minutes more.
This was one of the few areas of the game that used water flow as part of a traversal puzzle. The player has to go upstream to use the current to get to the platform to reach the other side. We mostly cut this mechanic game-wide, however, it remained in essence in the section swimming to the aquarium as Ellie when you were avoiding the waves.
Yeah, I'll just say this right now. I ain't going back over there for that other speech bubble. Okay, what does she
When
say?
players reach the doorway and enter into the room, they're faced with a dead end. The real reason for this dead-end room is that on the reversal, when exiting back out of the doorway, players are faced with the route onwards.
Oh, I
A
see.
pipe that they'd not been able to see when they were swept past it on the way in, and something that was hidden from view when on the side platforms. The intention here
Get me the
being that
hell
the
outta
only
here.
option is to go off the standard path in order to search for a way out.
Oh, I would have seen that anyway. Oh, I would have seen that. I don't need a dead end room. No, actually, I
Throughout
don't
the
think I
rest
would
of
have
the
missed
level,
that.
We also used light to indicate to the player that they were heading in the right direction. At each turn, however, we blocked the direct route forward. Players would know that they just have to keep finding alternative paths, promoting those feelings of being desperate and trapped. We slowly introduced the player to consider climbing into smaller pipes and crouching in these tight
Up and
spaces.
out.
This is to slowly
Just
build
keep
up
going
to
up and out.
and encourage the player to climb into such a small pipe that they'd have to be crawling on their stomach, which is something that the player previously may not have recognised as a playable space, let alone the desired route they need to take.
This does not look desirable.
We added a tiny space just to reward the player's exploration with a pickup item, and we made sure it was something that made sense that you'd find in this area. A canister and all the garbage that had been washed into the sewers from the surface.
Yeah, I really don't like going into small areas in a game just to find there's nothing there after all that exploring. So I'm glad they gave us something there. Like you crawl through like a
I love
zigzag.
the idea of making Ellie prone
there's
to a
nothing.
tiny dirty pipe in order to get out,
Oh, that's cool.
as it was a great opportunity to use our prone mechanic. A unique camera setup was
Shit,
created
Ellie.
to support crawling in these pipes, as the standard prone camera is much higher above the player. We also created custom collision in order for Ellie to manoeuvre in these tight spaces easily. Initially, the oblong collision capsule around her character caused issues crawling around corners. We put extra effort into the custom corner collision, so the movement experience is as smooth as the main game.
Yeah, I'd imagine that's super hard to like turn the camera in that. I liked how the mud actually shifted forward when I hit it too
In
there.
order for the player to feel cramped, claustrophobic and desperate, we'd been enforcing the traversal mechanics that allow for a tight environment which promote these feelings. We introduced the use of the squeeze through so that we can keep the player feeling enclosed and tight, but without repeating the same geometry. Here we change from low ceilings with wider walls to high ceilings and tight walls
I feel
to
comfortable,
change up spatial pacing and keep the level from repeating itself.
Not gonna lie, I feel good here. It's probably like all my zombie game playing. Dying Light 2. All the weird spaces I had to crawl through. See, there's that camera collision that they had to work on here.
Shitty place to die.
It all looks good so far. I wish they would have kept all this in. Like, the pacing, it was fine, you
We
know.
had the water line much higher here, so
Even with
players
this.
had to swim through this tight tunnel. However, from watching user test feedback, it was occasionally causing people to discount the route entirely and turn back on themselves. So to avoid any risk of this happening in the final game, we present a lower water level so the tunnel is easy to see and commit to using. Although this isn't as impactful without the prone swim, it's the better decision as it means a smoother experience for the player with no backtracking frustration.
As he says that, I go the different way. I want to see what he says
We
here.
draw the player towards this pipe, as it is seemingly the route out of the tight space. Fairly soon, it is obvious that this path is blocked. If the player goes all the way up to the bars that block the path, they are rewarded with a pickup, so this journey doesn't feel wasted. It was
Yep.
important to encourage the player to try to progress along this path so that they would subtly be thinking of progress in this direction. We hint to the player that there is a bigger, new space beyond this pipe by showing the player the waterfall. This helps players consider the other route, but they don't know how far the tunnel is or whether they'd make it.
Well, for me, I instinctively wanted to go that way under the wall here, under this pipe. I love how all my games are updated. So I knew this was like the secondary way, actually.
As we surface from the water and over the crest of the slope, we reveal what is further in this tunnel. A clicker that sprouted and the fungus has grown on the sides of the pipe. It was great to see people who user-tested this area becoming increasingly worried as we forced the player to squeeze past the fungus and inches away from the clicker's face.
Oh, that's
all
so
the time
cool.
not being sure whether the clicker might be alive or attack them. Although we aren't as cruel as to force a clicker attack in such close proximity, we do have a payoff for this moment. This clicker momentarily turned into Joel to show Ellie's PTSD from what happened to Joel at the start of the game. Ultimately, we decided to save this moment for the farm level, as it was more impactful there because it could become the centrepiece of that experience. Whereas in the sewers, we weren't able to make it as much of a narrative point and give it the breathing room and reaction time that it deserves, given the tight space.
Okay, two things. One, I don't remember that at all from the story. And two, I wish he didn't spoil it there. Come on, bro. I wish I didn't hear that now. Because that actually would have creeped me out. That was cool, though. I don't remember that at all from the story. You guys remember that? I don't. It's been a long time since I played the game. Like, when I loaded my save, it said the last time was 2020, I think. So I haven't played this game in a long time. Besides the No Return, which
For the
I've done
final
recently.
section, we eventually opened you out into a wider area as you traverse through such tight spaces leading up to this. So changing the environmental pacing makes it begin to feel like we're coming to the end of Ellie's ordeal. An earlier iteration used the current that we'd shown at the start, a slightly tougher traversal puzzle to conclude the sewers. The ladder was clearly visible from most of the area, but the player was faced with a fast-flowing torrent of water they couldn't cross. If the player attempted to jump into the water, they were not able to swim across the ladder due to the water's speed. But instead, they had to traverse the pipe running along the top of the space in order to get across the water.
Whoa. Then there's me, still not figuring it out. So you go this way, I think. Ah, there we go. And then the player figures it out. He has to go across the pipe. Then in a totally different area.
Using this pipe was retained in the iteration we shipped with, as it's the last of the extreme methods Ellie has to undergo in order to escape the sewers, and what she will go through in her pursuit of revenge.
Yeah, I'm digging the level design. Whenever you have to go underwater and swim under areas, it always gives me a little anxiety though in games. Maybe it's a good thing they cut it out.
The last ladder climb is quite lengthy, and although we could have trimmed it down to a shorter climb, we liked how this last segment of the journey built anticipation.
Yeah,
Whether
like
there's
that.
success at the top or not after all you've been through.
It's locked
Ultimately,
though.
the ladder exits out into the subway station, which
Nice.
is how it connects in the final game. Ellie then has to find her way to the hospital from here, crossing paths with the scars for the first time.
She is gonna stink. So that was the sewers, mate. We didn't find any Ninja Turtles. And then the hunt. Ellie follows a trail of blood to an abandoned general store. So this is the last level, the hunt. And you can actually read about this in Ellie's journal, where she talks about hunting a boar, which mirrors a hunt from the first game. And it even includes a cutscene at the end, which they ended up removing from the game. So we get to see that in this lost level as well. This is the last lost level, and then we're gonna play some guitar. Here we go.
So the boar hunt was one of the hardest levels for me to work on. It was a huge challenge with the systems that we had, and we kept trying, but it never felt quite right. Originally, the level happened after the Jackson Festival, which also got cut, but before Farm. Once the festival got cut, it became the prologue to Farm. The intended experience is that we jump forward in time after the fight with Abby in the theater. We don't know where Dina is. We likely assume she's dead because she was just bleeding out. Ellie is alone. Her hair is short. So maybe this is the future or the present. And she's hunting. Hunting who? Abby still?
Where's the blood?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Ah, it's left instead of right. Can we please kill Abby in these last levels? Please. On one hand, I like that we spared her because you forgave her, but on the other side, it was like this huge climax, and then you're just like, okay, bye-bye. What the heck? At first, I'm glad we spared her, but looking back on it, I kind of wish we killed her. It'd be so amazing if we got to fight her in here.
In early iterations of the fight, it was more arena-like. The player slowly whittles down the boar's health. Ellie gets more visceral and more vicious. We get a little worried about her. As the boar gets weaker, more panicked, more feral, and we start feeling sympathetic to the boar was the hope. In all of these iterations, especially of these wider areas, it required custom AI and scripting to make sure it continued to feel organic as an animal, but we really needed it to do specific stuff. It needed to be able to close distances really, really quickly. It needed to charge to attack, but we wanted the feeling of hunting, so we needed to track it down from afar. And we also needed to discourage the player from attacking the boar when it's that close, or it would kind of turn into this melee kerfuffle. How do we do this in our world while keeping the boar believable?
Oh my gosh. Making games is hard, bro. Like, all these crazy decisions, how to handle a boar, isn't that insane? When you play a game, you kind of take all these things for granted, though.
We must have gone through 5 or 6 iterations of the boar fight and all, and every single time it changed pretty drastically. We split it into clear phases, where one was like all long range. We tried another where you're getting close and you get the jump on it quite literally. You're jumping off of a rock to attack it. And then finally, we tried a bunch where you almost sort of go around a bunch of trailers and try and wrestle it. We uncovered after some time that taking down a boar over several phases felt very laborious and a little dramatic. It was comically long. It felt too boss-like, a little too gamey.
Boss.
We decided to cut the first few phases, and we opted for a cold open after the boar had already been hurt off screen. So that allowed us to focus on feeling like we're closing in on prey and to introduce the boar when it was at its most dangerous. Already hurt, already feral, much too close for comfort. And so the thinking was it would bring us more into Ellie's mindset. Is this really hunting for food, or is she hunting for some other reason?
She's hunting for violence.
The gas station was built to highlight the boar's destructiveness. Since it's cramped, the boar feels larger. We also feel trapped.
Oh, it's here!
Or perhaps it's trapped with us. When it charges, it gets to us quickly, so we must be on our toes. This made it more aligned with Ellie's sort of hunting for trouble mindset. Listening became more important, as well as moving around slowly so it didn't hear you.
Oh, yeah.
Could you spot it before it saw or heard you? And could you get a shot off quickly enough so you could dodge around?
Like that?
Or
Oh, God.
is the shot worth the cost after? It feels like by the end of the fight, everything would likely be in shambles. The boar would burst through the back, and Ellie would follow it and finally enact revenge.
Well, we all know how that fight would have gone with me. I would have died to the boar, bro. Bro, I wanted to kill me. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see what happens. Yes. That's all I wanted. I finally have closure in this game, guys. I never got to experience being eaten by a boar until now. That's actually awesome. Bro ain't messing around. Oh my goodness. Let's go this way.
Look at the little puppy.
God. Good ring around the rosy, bro. Oh, God, it's there. Oh, a different animation.
He's so cute.
And then she wanders around quietly as I'm sprinting around. Oh, there you are. Is he dead? This guy's a tank, bro.
Nowhere to run.
Ah, then he opens the door. Cool. See, like, I'm the type of person that loves more content. I don't care how long the game gets. I wish they didn't cut any of this, man. Neo actually said in one of the introductory videos that they cut most, if not everything, just due to pacing, not because of other stuff. So I don't think it was a budget issue or the story and how fast things are going. I wish they would have just kept it all, man.
The boar kill was supposed to be anything but glorious.
Oh, I skipped her line. Basically, she said that they wanted you to feel bad for killing this thing. Which I definitely do right now. And I haven't even done much of it. Okay, that scream was hideous, though. That made me want to kill it. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Oh, she's seeing Joel. Oh, that's actually awesome. Yeah, I like that a lot. They should have kept it, man. They should have kept that. We're gonna say that's canon and that actually happened, because that would actually happen. She has PTSD from everything with Joel. So that's canon. That actually happened then. And I finally got to experience it. And now that got me in the feels, man. Joel on the floor. I heard from another YouTuber that made a video on an alternate story, and he made a great point, which was he thinks Joel should have lived longer than he did, so you had more time with him, and it was alright to kill him, but just do it later in the story. And I know some of you probably disagree with me right there, that he should never have died. But here's the thing. When he dies, it makes you appreciate him even more for all the times you did spend with him, especially if you replay the game. Which I didn't do, though. Which I didn't even do, but I do appreciate all the times I had with him, just looking back on the first game I had with him, The Last of Us 1, and then the levels you did have with him in The Last of Us 2. Having said all that, I think we should have had more time with him, though, to allow their relationship to blossom and improve and go up and down even more. It was cut way too short, man. He died, like, in the beginning of the game. He should have had way more time. So, those are just my thoughts on the story. That's also why I was really glad they came out with this mode. Because I didn't really want to have to play the story again just to do the combat, but I love the combat, though. Okay, and speaking of skipping the story, we didn't have to go through it to do this, the guitar section. So, let's give it a go here. And it sounds pretty horrible, so let's work on it a little bit. Oh, you can do different instruments. Oh, you could change character. Joel. Gustavo. Bro, let's go! One of the best composers ever, bro. I wonder how to play the main theme song of the game. That'd be really cool. Yeah, I give up. It's amazing how they coded the fingers to move at all the different notes on the guitar. And it's so realistic too, like the way all the fingers and hands are moving. But it's not actually real. But it's done so well that it might as well be real. because it's portrayed exactly like real life. Okay, well that's enough me drooling on the guitar. Let's go shoot people now. Dina, get away from the bomb. Oh, she didn't die. Sit down, boy. Sit down, boy. Who's next? I'm going back inside. You almost killed me. Nice short, Dina. Can you die after it says return to the hideout? Okay, good. That would be awful. Oh, nice. Got him. Last bullet. Gotta watch that guy on my left. Oh yeah, I got that sub. Oh, behind us! Oh! Got him. I didn't kill Jesse, that's good. Sit down. I love this gun, man. What's up, brother? I missed this twice. Okay, big boy. Jesse, you may want to run. No, I didn't mean that, melee. Gonna go back in for the ammo. That wasn't smart. Jesse, I'm the one that needs saving. Nice. Oh, okay, Jesse. He's dead now. Let's go. Oh, he's coming in. Heck yeah. Give me that new melee weapon. I want to test that out. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, I'm almost dead. That could... That's not good. Jesse, protect me. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you. Oh, yeah, let's go. Good teamwork, bro. I spawn near the save, and time slows on headshots, and they get fiery when I melee them. Oh, fudge. But it rains Molotovs. Something else I gotta watch out for. No! Oh, fudge. Got him. Okay, we almost have the safe. Let's freaking go. Oh, he's to my right. Oh! Woo! One guy left. And he has a quick scope written all over his face. Oh, maybe mine too. Oh, I got him. I want that safe, and you're in my way right now. Let's go! No, wait. Come on. Finally! Timer, please don't end. I'm gonna make a wall. It's a wall of fire. Oh, Dina, don't go there. And there. Oh, it hit him! I didn't even mean that. I meant to put it right there. Dina? Where's Dina? She's in here. Oh, hi, Dina. Uh-oh. Yeah, stay there, Dina. We got 25 motherfuckers after us right now. What happened to the boy? Oh, I threw a brick. Oh, God. Dina? Oh, she's there. She's next to me. Oh, yes. Perfect molly. Watch your left, Dina. Burn, my friend. Oh, he's still alive. Now he's dead. Run, Dina, run. I think he's gonna fart. Yep, he farted. Run away from his fart, Dina. She's standing there like she wants to breathe it in, bro. Run away from him. Bravo 6 going dork. Reloading, everyone. Dina? Oh. Get that clicker away from me. Shoot! Let's go. Get back. Nice shot, Dina. Squirm, my friend. No, Dina. No. No, not that guy, not that. No, that's the wrong guy.
Careful, friend.
Bravo 6 going long. We should save the last two. Dina, are you good at running? Because there's a million things to collect. And I really want to collect them. So just don't die on me, okay? Dina, just... Oh, one of them's gigantic, of course. Okay. Oh, come on, Dina. Okay, Dina, run. Run out here with me. Follow me. So maybe I shouldn't have saved the last guy to collect parts when the last guy was a gigantic farting monster! God dang it! Too funny, bro. It was worth it to make you guys laugh. I know some of y'all probably laughed at that. Because I literally saved the last guy just to collect parts. Then the guy eats Dina. Run, Dina. I'm sure you'll be fine. Oh my goodness. Let's throw a brick over there. Let's get them all there and just throw a molly.
Let's go see what's up.
And then I'm gonna go prone. It's 1, 2, and oh, hey guys. Got the challenge done. What's up, brother? There's one more, my friend. Oh, let's freaking go. Oh, the molly play. That was it. We are doing stealth. One, 2, 3.
Find where she's hiding.
Oh, in her face! It didn't stun her? That's wild, bro. I'm gonna place this down for you. Ooh, you sound like you got him. No, the safe locks! Where's the safe? No! And another idea. He went over it already. Oh, that headshot saved me. Got him? Got him again? That's my boy over there. Nice. Oh! Oh, she saw me. Oof.
Watch it! We're coming for you! I got her!
Gotcha. Final boss. Here we go. Just gonna throw everything at this man. Here we go. Pop up in there. Yeah. Another one, another one. Yes, sir. Oh! Oh, I did not mean to press that. Uh-oh. Oh, God. That could have killed me right there. Throw that. Oh my gosh. The audio changed. I love that. Miss it. Don't charge. Don't charge. Oh, get back. Oh my gosh. No, don't place that down. I mean, I shouldn't place these down anymore, to be honest.